Did you know that posting content less than 5 seconds long on TikTok right now will automatically make your content ineligible for the For You page, and you're not gonna get more than 1,000 views? Or maybe you didn't know that putting images within your videos now is going to do the same exact thing and it will stop your account from getting views. But those two things are small stakes compared to the 5 outdated tips I'm gonna be sharing with you in this video, because if you're still using these tips, or quite frankly, making these mistakes in 2024, it's the reason that you're not growing faster right now. And all you have to do is make these changes and it's going to skyrocket your growth. In fact, this creator literally just went from struggling to grow to gain over 200,000 followers in a really short period of time. And guess what? The same exact thing can happen to you if you simply stop making these mistakes. But first, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to go quicker on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free TikTok growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to reveal to you things that you've never seen on my YouTube channel before, like how to get good at recording videos and so many things like that. Mistake number 1 that you need to make sure that you stop doing is you need to make sure that you don't have any watermarks in your content anymore. And watermarks can come from several different places. This could simply be the TikTok watermark, the Instagram watermark, the YouTube Shorts watermark, which, by the way, if you're trying to download a piece of content from TikTok, from Instagram, from YouTube, from any platform, all you have to do is go search the platform name and then download it without watermark. And guess what? There are several different websites. All you have to do is paste the link, and then you're going to be able to download the video without the watermark. Now, on top of that, you need to make sure that you're not putting your own watermark in there. I see so many people put a watermark, they put a logo, they put their brand name, they put emojis, and guess what? TikTok thinks that these are low quality videos now, and then they stop pushing your content out, and this stops you from getting views on all of your content. And I know what you're gonna say, but Rob, I saw some other video out there that had it on it. Well, guess what? TikTok hasn't caught them yet. And once TikTok's AI recognizes that, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna start to get no views too. And I did wanna clarify, when I was talking about not having images in your video, of course, you can use a green screen and have an image behind you, or you could use an image as B-roll on TikTok, but you need to make sure that your video isn't just an image or isn't just made up of still images, because what ends up happening is TikTok now thinks that that is low quality content, or that you're trying to upload spam, and then as a result, they're going to mark your content ineligible for the For You page. In fact, there's several reasons that they do this, but some of the most common are that there's a watermark or a logo in your content, you have an image in your video, or your video's just been uploaded and downloaded so many times that now the quality of it's horrible, and as a result, TikTok isn't going to push that content out and it's going to punish your account. But that's not the only thing that you need to make sure that you're avoiding in 2024. You also need to make sure that you avoid posting content that TikTok doesn't have a history of pushing out. For example, if you were about to create a video and you had the description that you were going to use for that video, or you had the text that you had to have in the hook of that video, or maybe you had the topic for that video, and you went and did a search for that on TikTok and nothing came up, aka no videos with more than 10,000 views in the last 30 days, well, guess what? I would strongly suggest that you scrap that video idea and try to find a new video idea. In fact, one of the easiest ways for you to find a video idea based off of something that wouldn't have worked is you then going and searching for that thing, seeing that nothing comes up, and then scrolling down a little bit and trying to see what other searches TikTok shows you in replacement of that, because this could actually show you the correct wording or the correct framing or the correct positioning that you should be using in your content to allow you to get views. Because remember, if TikTok doesn't have a history of pushing out whatever you're going to be posting about, your video is going to get no views. I mean, you could literally create the best video in the world, but if TikTok doesn't think they have an audience for it, you're not going to get views. Now, these next 2 mistakes actually have nothing to do with your content and have more to do with what you're doing within your content. So the third thing you need to make sure that you're not doing is putting link in bio anywhere. You need to understand something. TikTok doesn't want people leaving TikTok. To understand this and why this is, you need to understand how TikTok actually makes money. TikTok makes money in 2 ways. One, advertisers. So every time you scroll on TikTok, every 5th video, every 4th video, or every 8th video, depending on whether or not you're susceptible to ads, is going to be an ad. And guess what? TikTok gets paid every single time that one of those ads show and you view that ad. On top of that, TikTok gets paid when somebody goes to TikTok shop and they buy something. TikTok takes a commission for that. So guess what? TikTok wants to keep people on the app. So instead of telling people to go to the link in your bio, you should just keep putting out great content and they're gonna go to the link in your bio naturally. In fact, if you're providing somebody with a lot of value or you're talking about something that gets them interested, well, guess what ends up happening? Now people are going to go to the link in the bio without you telling them to, and this is going to, 1, increase your views, 2, increase your followers. 3, it's going to increase the amount of people that actually go to the link in bio, because had you said go to link in bio, guess what ends up happening? TikTok stops pushing out your content and it's going to kill your videos in their tracks. On top of that, I did want to offer some guidance on how you should actually be selling things on TikTok. I see way too many creators make the mistake of trying to sell their audience on something. You shouldn't be doing this. In fact, the way that you actually sell people something on social media is by solving the problems that they have and proving to them that you can solve their problems. The way that you do this is by actually relating to them, making them think that you understand their exact situation, and then showing how you solved it, or how you solved it for a client, or giving a client testimonial of, hey, this person did a great job solving XYZ problem. I would recommend that you get them to do this too. And what that's going to do is actually show social proof. So as a bonus thing that you need to stop doing in 2024 is trying to sell people. And instead, you should simply be solving their problems, and then your product, your book, your information, whatever you're trying to sell is going to sell itself. Now, before I get to the last outdated thing that you need to make sure that you're not doing, and by the way, this is going to actually make or break your TikTok and determine whether or not you get views right now, I need to make sure that you understand something, and this is when it comes to how frequently you should be posting, because there are 3 rules you need to make sure that you're following. The first one, you need to wait at least an hour in between posts on TikTok. If you don't wait at least an hour, you're going to be ineligible to show up on the For You page, and you're not going to get views, and then you're going to end up deleting your posts. And then guess what happens when you delete your posts? TikTok doesn't trust your account anymore, and they don't want to push out your content. I mean, think about it like this. If you were talking to somebody, you guys were texting back and forth, and then they stopped texting you for weeks, and then they text you back, and then they stopped texting you for weeks, and then they text you back, guess what? You're probably going to, at some point, just stop answering them. TikTok is going to do the same thing to you. Imagine that you give something to TikTok and then you take it away. Then you give something to TikTok and then you take it away. Or maybe you wait days in between posting and you're not consistent. Well, guess what? TikTok isn't going to give you the love that you deserve simply because you're not being consistent with it. And this means I would ideally be posting 1 to 2 times a day. Now, I know some of you don't think that that's possible to do, in which case I would just try to post as frequently as you can. Now, this brings me to the last and most important part of this video, which is you need to stop ignoring the 70% rule. Way too many of you right now are ignoring this. And what the 70% rule states is that you need 70% of your audience still watching after the first 3 seconds. If you're not hitting this metric, TikTok is not going to push out your content. You can make content that's the right length. You could have posted at the right time. You could have used the right hashtags. You could have done the best editing in the world. I mean, you could have paid an editor thousands of dollars, which, by the way, I don't recommend that you do. But you get the point here. You could literally have the perfect video, but if you're not hitting 70% audience retention in the first 3 seconds, aka relating to the viewer immediately, giving them something that they're curious about, or talking about something that they're interested in and hooking them in, well, guess what's going to happen? Your content isn't going to get reached no matter what you do. Now, since you're still watching this, I know how serious you are about growing on TikTok, and I personally want to help you. In fact, I want to look at your TikTok account to make sure that 2024 is the year that you take advantage of TikTok finally, and I want to tell you exactly what you should post, when you should post, what type of content you should post, and even how to change your content so you get more views and more followers. If that sounds interesting and you want to personally work with me, well, please keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you. The opportunity to grow on TikTok and this organic reach that we're currently seeing is not going to last for forever. And the only 2 things holding you back from getting the followers that you deserve right now on TikTok and the followers that you want is 1, you haven't implemented the steps that I share with you in this video to help you get more followers. And 2, you haven't gotten into my TikTok mentorship program yet, where I literally am going to guarantee that I help you get more followers in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. And the way that this works is I'm going to tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use to guarantee that you get more followers in the next 30 days. If that sounds interesting, then please go to the link in the description below and get signed up right now. The average person that's gone through this program has gained over 50,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 6,500 followers if they implemented everything that I share with them. And since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume that you're above average. So the odds of you gaining over 50,000 followers is probably quite high. And it doesn't matter what your background is or what your niche is. This program is going to help you get more results faster and easier. If you're struggling right now to grow on TikTok, you need to get into this, because every single day that you wait, it's only gonna get harder to grow. So what are you waiting for? Go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. You literally have absolutely nothing to lose. You're gonna get more followers on TikTok, or you're gonna get your money back. In fact, this creator just went through this program and gained over 10 million followers. This creator over 14 million, and this creator over 16 million. And I want you to be my next success story. So please stop procrastinating, invest in yourself now, and get the TikTok followers that ultimately you deserve. Or I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen, because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.